In today's video, we'll be going over the top sneaker releases for the month of March. I'm going to start off the video with some Jordan releases first and then hit you with a little sprinkle of the other sneaker brands as well. Now, keep in mind, this is not all the sneaker releases. This is just the most anticipated ones in my opinion, of course. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. All right, so the first release that I want to talk about is the Jordan 12 flu game, set to be releasing on March 1st. And these right here, man, these right here are going to be a problem for sure. They kind of have the same energy as the Jordan Metallic 5s, where people basically did what they needed to do to get a pair. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and get into a fight, kind of like they did on that release, but enter as many raffles as you can, get to your local stores a little bit early, and so on. These Jordan 12s highlight a very special moment in Jordan history, where Jordan got the flu in the NBA Finals versus the Utah Jazz by eating some pizza the night before the game, and he still managed to score 38 points. A super iconic game for sure. And that's where we also see Scottie Pippen helping Jordan get off the court and so on. The sneaker itself has nice black tumble leather, red snakeskin, well, not really snakeskin, but you know what I mean, and it looks identical to the 2016 version, which I have right here. And in my opinion, if you have the 2016 version and is still in very good condition, I wouldn't necessarily get this one because honestly, you're not really getting something different. However, if you don't have any pairs at all whatsoever of the flu games, you gotta get this for sure. And because of that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is a cop. The next release is the Jordan 13 Bright Cactus, set to be releasing on March 14. Now, as far as color blocking, I really like these a lot just because it has the white leather, and then in the other color panel is kind of like the Cherry 13s. I'm not really feeling the color a lot. However, I kind of see it for like springtime and summertime being kind of a sneaker that a lot of people would go for, but I don't see these selling out. I kind of see these maybe even hitting the outlets. That's just my opinion, of course. But if you love Jordan 13s, I can see a lot of people getting these as well. But for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that this is a pass. Also releasing on March 14, we have the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 4 Bricks by Bricks, and these are going to be a problem for sure. So you already know the vibes. Enter as many raffles as you can. Do what you need to do to get the sneaker for sure. But my only issue with these right here is that I wish it was a little bit of a darker red. It kind of has a little bit of an orangey red type of color in the suede, and all bricks are not necessarily orangey red. They do come in different shades of red. But either way, regardless of that, it has a nice little clean Nike swoosh in the front, Age type of midsole, bike air in the back, and the sneaker itself looks very, very clean, and one that I really want to get my hands on because I want to see if that red seems to be that orangey in person. So because of those reasons, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is a cop. If you thought February was crazy with Jordan releases, March is going to be a problem for sure. Up next, we have the Maniére Jordan 3s Diffused Blue colorway, set to be releasing on March 15. And these are beautiful. In my opinion, this is one that I'm going to go for sure. I really like that diffused blue color. It's not necessarily super loud, hence the reason diffused, because it's pretty much toned down. I also like what they did with those suede panels where we normally see elephant print on them. I like that little black or charcoal gray color that they chose. The Nike Air branding with the diffused blue color, good quality, good materials, etc. And again, this is going to be one of those that I'm going to get for sure. I really hope that they kind of sit like the other Jordan 3s Maniéres that released at the end of 2024, because I really need a pair for sure. So because of that reason, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a cop. All right, so what's next? Oof. The Jordan 9 Cool Grays, set to be releasing on March 15th, and these are just beautiful, nasty in my opinion. The only question that I have, and that goes for you guys as well, is are they going to sell out? Let me know in the comment section. Are they going to sell out? Because new sneakerheads, I don't think really appreciate these right here, but old sneakerheads want them for sure. And I feel that because of the OG sneakerheads, we might get that extra push and then they get sold out. But either way, the sneaker itself is beautiful. It has different tones of gray. We have gray patent leather, gray type of nubuck, white midsole, semi-translucent type of gray sole right there with a little Jumpman logo, white laces. I mean, it's just a beautiful sneaker, a sneaker that Jordan also wore himself in the Wizards era. And I feel that that also attracts more people as well, because sometimes we want those sneakers that Jordan only wore himself. Either way, it's a beautiful sneaker. I had a pair before back in 2012 or 13. I sold it, so I need a pair back in my life for sure. So because of those reasons, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is a cop. So these right here were rumored to be releasing in the summertime, but now we're getting them much early, which I'm not mad at for sure. And these are the Nike SB Jordan 4s white navy colorway, set to be releasing on March 18. Notice those almost back-to-back release dates. Crazy for our pockets for sure. But the question that I always have with these is these or the pine greens. I feel like the pine greens are just like OGs and they kind of remain up there, but the white navy colorway is definitely very clean, and I feel that it goes with more outfits as well. So because of that reason, I feel that more people are gonna go ahead and get these. I'm gonna try to get them, but if I don't get them, it's not the end of the world. But if you want them, I can see why for sure. I'm gonna put you onto something if you are a new sneakerhead. SB stands for skateboarding. So I highly recommend that you call your local skateboard shops and go ahead and check if they are going to be releasing the Jordan 4. Don't count only for online releases when your local stores might have the pair. Now, are all local stores gonna get them? Maybe not, but a phone call is definitely worth a shot for sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If I get them, great. If I don't, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't get them. I'm going back and forth. So because of those reasons, I feel like I'm like stuttering. Because of those reasons, just go ahead and cop. Up next, we have the Jordan 1 Low Obsidian colorway, set to be releasing on March 22. Now, I feel that these look very clean for sure. Perfect for spring, perfect for the summertime. Now, the question is, are we gonna go for these after all of these releases in March? That's pretty hard, right? Now, I feel that they should do pretty well, but I don't see them actually selling out. So because of that reason, I don't think I'm gonna go for these. Maybe I'll get them later on sale or something like that. But it's a fire colorway for sure. And if you like University Blue and you kind of want a nice Jordan 1 Low for the spring and the summertime, this is probably a good sneaker to get. But for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and say pass.
On my feet, keep my cipher complete like
All right, so in this portion of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about more sneaker releases other than Jordan brand. So the first one that I want to talk about is the ADIDAS Fear of God Athletics 2 in the Putty Beige colorway, set to be releasing on March 1st. They also have a low version as well along this one, and it looks pretty clean. The difference is only like $10, just in case you're interested in that. But in my opinion, this colorway right here kind of reminds me a little bit of the Yeezy 750's gray gum colorway. Maybe I'm wrong, but it kind of gives me those vibes as well. Either way, it's actually my favorite colorway for the Fear of God athletic sneakers. And am I gonna go out of my way to get them? That is always the question. I don't know yet. It is my favorite colorway so far, but I already have the 3 first Adidas Fear of God basketball sneakers that they released. I paid $250 per pair, and that was actually pretty steep. So I don't know if I want another Adidas Fear of God pair, but it looks pretty clean. So if you go for them, I can definitely see why. So I'm gonna cut to the chase. If you like them, cop for sure. But for me, for now, it's gonna be a pass. Up next, we have a brand new Nike model, kind of, and that is the Nike Air Max DN8, set to be releasing on March 6th. These are pretty fire in my opinion. Of course, I really like the fact that they went ahead and did a full length air unit. If you didn't know, the Nike Air Max DN only had a air unit in the back. Now we have a full length unit in the whole sneaker. And if you actually count those little red pods in the midsole, those are the air units. It's actually 8 of them, which stands for the Nike Air Max DN8. Either way, it looks very clean. I really like that top portion of the sneaker. Kind of gives me those 96 design type of vibes from Nike. Like the cage in the back, it looks very futuristic. And the fact that I don't have a lot of the brand new Nike models, I'm probably going to add this into my collection, specifically in this red colorway, because they are going to release other colors as well. And I'm pretty sure with more time, even more colorways. So I'm going to keep it very short, sweet to the point. In my opinion, these are a cop. If you love 90s Nike basketball sneakers, these are definitely gonna be for you. And I'm talking about the Nike Air Max Uptempo 95s, set to be releasing on March 9th. Very, very clean sneaker right here. Screams 90s for sure. I even think Scottie Pippen. I also feel that Scottie Pippen also wore them as well during the Bulls era, of course. I feel that this sneaker looks very clean, especially with this white and black colorway that just works with this model right here, especially with those hints of teal throughout the full length Air unit as well. Speaking of that, I feel that this sneaker also might be comfortable. I never had a pair myself, but due to the fact that it has a full length Air unit, I feel that they are going to be pretty comfy. And I feel that even though that the sneaker is a little bit bulky, it's not gonna look out of place nowadays as well. So I'm gonna try to keep this short, sweet, to the point because I really like this sneaker. So you probably already know what I'm gonna say. This is a cop. Up next, we have a crazy loud colorway for sure, and that is the Adidas FORTNITE Ultra Boost Peel colorway, set to be releasing on March 22nd. It looks like a damn banana pretty much with a Ultra Boost midsole. But if you actually pay close attention, it has zippers in the bottom and in the top. And when you peel it, it actually reveals a little bit of the Ultra Boost top right there, which it kind of looks nice, but it also reminds me of those like water boots, kind of like the boots that Georgie is rocking in the It movie. But either way, man, when you go ahead and take that little zipper off at the bottom, it reveals the full Ultra Boost right there with hints of the yellow piece of the peel that we had before. Wild color for sure, wild sneaker. I'm not copying, I'm just gonna say that right off the bat, but it's pretty interesting. It's kind of one of those sneakers that you get for like decoration purposes, kind of like the big red boot type of thing. So if you want to get it for those reasons, I can definitely see that. But for me, it's just going to be a pass. All right, so hear me out. There's no official release date just yet for these right here, but they are still rumored to be releasing in March, and that's why I'm including them in this video. And they are the Travis Scott Nike Zoom Field JAXX. Mouthful of name for sure, but for whatever reason, a lot of people are not necessarily feeling these a lot, like this model per se. And I don't know why, because it kind of reminds me of a hyped up Vomero 5s. And I understand that this is actually not modeled by the Vomero 5s. It doesn't take inspiration from that sneaker, but that's what it reminds me of. I like the blue, to be honest. It kind of goes together pretty well with the beige and brown. And due to the fact that we're always getting beige and brown sneakers by Travis Scott, it is nice to see a little pop of color right there. But am I gonna go out of my way to get these? Well, I don't really know. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and see how the market reacts, how the people react to the sneaker, and then maybe make a better decision later on. So I might just cop for investment purposes to maybe cop another sneaker. But as far as a personal pair, I don't think I'm gonna do that. So for those reasons, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a pass. So if you've been wanting a clean but simple type of sneaker with a little bit of hype, then the BAPE Adidas Superstars are going to be it for you, but no official release date just yet, but they are going to release in March for sure. I hope, because I really like these as well. If I was to get one, I would get the white and black pair because I just like the simplicity of the colorway. But the fact that they have a nice little BAPE logo in the back quarter panel section right there makes it even better, something that they actually didn't have to do, but the fact that they added that, it gives it definitely a good BAPE touch right there. If you do want a little bit of more color pop, then the blue and white pair is going to be it for you as well. But again, we don't have no release date just yet, so stay tuned and let's see when these come out, because I need a pair for sure. So with that being said, it's definitely going to be a cop. And that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the top sneaker releases for the month of March. And yeah, man, good luck to you right there, because it is gonna be pretty difficult to get sneakers. Hard to enter raffles, hard in our pockets, hard everything. Pause. But you get what I'm trying to say. If I missed any kind of sneaker releases, just let me know in the comments section. Nothing crazy. These are just, in my opinion, the most hyped sneaker releases and the ones that are kind of buzzing right now in the streets of the sneaker community for sure. And if you made it all the way through, you are the real MVP for sure. Go ahead and comment Monopoly Man. Monopoly Man, and that will let me know that you made it all the way through, that you rock with me, that you mess with me pretty heavy as well. Also, if you made it all the way through, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button. It really does go a long way for sure. And follow me in my social media pages right there. With all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.